Hello, hello, hello. I am back. I am back from my friend's house. Douglas, Wyoming, my favorite girl. Uh, yeah, what's going on? Douglas, are you still here? Uh, Heavy police presence. I wonder what happened. Well, Douglas has always got the tea on all of this going on. Oh, CIA is at it again. That figures. What are you gonna do? So we're gonna do. Yes, I heard about the crash out today. Before anybody asks, I heard complete meltdown today. Yes, I did. I want to talk about Chief Collins in Dolton and Clerk Key and Trina Downs for Dolton. Absolute crash out. Cynthia, how are you? Did you miss me? We had a fun time. Oh, you've been isolated? Well, I've gotten emails, videos. We're not going there. You can only guess who it was. Okay, just take a guess. I'll give you one guess. I want to play some Trina Downs. I promised this to Trina a long time ago, and I'm sorry I'm late with it. Yeah, say no further. John, did I, oh, I haven't checked my mail since I've been back. I'll have to check it. I'll check it. All right, here's some Trina Downs.
That chief is not going to get on national TV and lie on you like that. He's not. If other people you let go is not. They're not going to do that. Nobody's going to jeopardize their integrity.
Citizens address.
Do that. That man is a Marine. They represent
it's citizens address.
Integrity.
It's citizens address.
So I'm just saying he's not going to get on TV and do that. Knowing it's going to be
I'm just going to say right now.
And you study talking about crime. We had crime and he's
Trustee,
gone, right?
Trustee, you out of order right now. You out of order right now.
Church burned down.
You out of
Come on.
you
Tell the rest is what it is.
You're out of order right now.
But you're not saying that.
Ms. Hicks, I'm just going to advise you right now, you're not going to be able to speak tonight. You are not going to speak. You're going to be removed from this village. You're going to...
Speaking of Trina Downs, I'm sorry, Trina, but hold on one second, because Trina sent me the video about what everybody's talking about, right? So let me share it. Get back up here. Jeez, 2 days off and hey, yeah, I want to play all of your public comments, but you just sent me this video, so I want to play it real quick. So let me share the screen. Oh, shots fired. All right, let's see what CNN is going to have to say. There we are. Thanks, Trina. Presence of a suspect with a gun and possible shots fired near the CIA headquarters has been reported on Twitter, of all places, Twitter. Trina, I thought you were going to have a live show today. I was waiting for you. Oh, you think they did? It's going to be... Oh, this is live right now? Oh, this is live. Okay. Oh, we'll keep an eye on it. This is a live stream of it. On 5th floor. Social media peeps. All right, we'll keep an eye on it. What's going on with it? Let me get that off of there. Come on, get off of there. Crazy kazoo. Get off. Sorry, talking to my computer. Okay, Trina, this is all for you. Oh, you started back at work? Okay.
Be removed. You're going to be removed.
Is he corrupted?
You're going to be removed.
He
Chief,
does. That's
Chief,
why they did the press
handle your
conference.
business, Chief. Handle your business, Chief.
Oh, by the way, this has to do with Chief Collins being fired. Hey, Reality Check TV, my brother in Christ, how are you today? Good to see you.
Handle your business.
Yep.
Remove her from the building. Remove her from the building. Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, so you say that you're going to start having people held responsible. So I definitely need you to hold the person responsible who's been billing my water bill, because they let the last person leave that residence. They had a $2,678.16 bill and let them walk away paying $258 and left all of those other payments on me.
Will you remove her or arrest her?
Thank you.
Doing too much. Too far.
Trina doesn't care about what's happening in the room. She is just looking straight at the trustees and the mayor. She does not care.
Go ahead, ma'am.
So who's responsible for taking the final payments for water bills when you're selling that property? Who takes the final payment for water bills for residential
properties? Takes the final payment.
So that would be the water department?
Yes.
Okay. I already have a meeting set up, by the way, to take care of that. But here in the village, we pay $5.61 for 750 gallons of water.
$5.71.
Yeah. In Chicago, they pay $3.81 for 1,000 gallons of water.
Okay.
So the water department definitely needs to be looked at. Ever since you laid eyes on me, I've been yelling about the water department. The water department, the water department, the water department. And then to come later and find out that we owe the city $8 million in water, but I paid my bill and someone else's bill, you know, and then I get my water turned off, but the city of Chicago hasn't turned off the water to the village, and it's $8 million owed.
But they did get a class judgment against us.
And not only that, but the person who was testing our water is incarcerated for falsifying results. So we don't even know if the water we're getting is safe to drink.
It's safe to drink now.
He's in jail for falsifying results, Steve.
That's
so
a past inspector.
I'm not making it up. Yes.
That we
Philip
forced that
Cross.
prosecution.
Yes. So that water department needs, like, I don't know if you need an ad hoc committee or what you're going to need to do to find out what went wrong or what's going wrong, but it needs to be looked at.
We're making some changes there.
And then as far as the employment of the chief and other people that got let go, it's, you know, it's the same just when, you know, like Elizabeth and Ahmad and Steve got let go. Everybody has an opinion on who they would like work for the village, you know, if they were doing a good job or not. So I think people are just voicing their opinions about, you know, who they think were doing a good job and if they really wanted them to stay or not. So,
the time, 3 minutes is up.
okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Thank you.
And so I have serious concerns about everybody in the room. We experienced a recall, and I FOIA'd the recall cost. I wasn't able to get the recall costs from either side. The taxpayers' money was spent on a recall, but we're not deserving of the bill. We can't know how much it is, right? That's non-transparency. You guys had T-shirts, buses, billboards, but we don't have a bill. How much was the bill? No one wants to say. Moving along, we have no meeting minutes. Since you were sworn in, Mayor Henry, we have no meeting minutes. The clerk says it's Keith Freeman's fault. Keith Freeman, what say you? Have meeting minutes since the mayor's been sworn in. The clerk said it's because of you. Okay. Well, Kwame Raoul will find out because he did call you in September and you called me. So we need those meeting minutes. Also, there should be an ordinance in place. If there is not an ordinance in place on executive spending, no one should be able to spend how they want and then give the bill to the residents. If there is no ordinance in place, there needs to be an ordinance in place. That's all that was needed instead of that expensive recall bill that we never received. And so make sure there's an ordinance in place on spending in the village of Dolton. Also, the skate rink, the basketball court is across the street from a carcinogen pumping waste dump, Circon, water integration. That needs to go. Why are we sitting in a town that burns feces? Why is that going on? Jason, you were at the ribbon cutting. Dubs was at the ribbon cutting. Ed Steve was at the ribbon cutting. Why are we in a town that burns dookie? That tells me that our leadership ain't right. And so, Chief Lacey, you know, it's really disappointing that she made you chief because you violate a lot of people's rights. You violated her rights when we were in the water department discussing my bill and you pulled right on up. You wanted to put Miss Stubbs out for clapping, right? Like you so good, but we seen you, the whole village. We saw you breaking somebody's property. We saw you. Yeah, in your team jersey. Then you wore it to an event. And so you should be very careful about how you treat the residents because you do violate our rights. We had a right to speak. We had.
Ma'am, your time is up. Your time is up. Yes, ma'am.
Is it?
Yes, ma'am.
I have some seconds.
Ma'am,
Okay.
your
He
time is up.
interrupted. I had like 5
Ma'am.
more seconds.
Your time
All
is
right,
up.
yes.
I know it's okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
I just want to pause to welcome everybody into the room. Carefree, Tracy K, Cynthia Douglas, Trina herself is in the chat. Reality Check TV, my brother in Christ, how are you? Wyoming, my favorite gal. Douglas, did I say your name? Cynthia, did I say your name? I hope so. Okay, back to... You know, everybody's saying, oh, Trina, she's got a nasty mouth. And I'm going to prove that she doesn't. Yes, she swears. Okay. But so does everybody else, right? But she's very professional, always at the podium. Always. Always. And when her time is up, she says, okay. How about that?
That concludes. Good. How are you?
And so, firstly, I noticed when I came in today that the door had to be unlocked. And we have our fire chief here present. I don't think you can lock residents in buildings. We need to be able to get in and out the door if anything were to happen under emergency. Secondly, I want to know who the attorney is. Is he the village attorney? Do we currently have a village attorney? Because everybody keeps saying like he's a prosecuting or prosecutorial attorney. And so who's being prosecuted? Anyone being prosecuted? Can you explain your capacity as the attorney, sir?
This is public comment.
Oh, it's public comment. Okay. Well, hopefully we'll have the minutes soon. Clerk, are you willing to say why we don't have minutes still? Is it?
This is public comment, clerk. This is not Q&A, it's public comment.
Well, I'm sorry, Trina. I get it. I got to interrupt you. Because do we have meeting minutes? Do we? Oh, I hit the wrong button. No, we don't. And I'm going to prove that after Trina. Thank you, Trina. Yes, Mouse Toes, you're safe.
Okay. Yes, Officer Lacey, you were going to say something. Okay. And so, outside of that, it's a few FOIAs that I'm still waiting from May of 2022 for. Basically, those FOIAs consist of the billing for the recall on both sides, and also other billing and other legal lawsuits. And also, this is a public meeting, and so unless you have a court order by a judge that certain individuals can't come in, then they shouldn't be being blocked from public meetings at all. Do you guys know anything about that? Because we can't have residents blocked from public meetings unless a judge signs off on that. And yeah, I still got 1 minute. Wow. And so it's some things that need to be addressed, especially as far as members of the board and leadership. We have Tammy Brown and Brittany Norwood that had no problem with coming and lying under oath for a year. And so I will be seeking to have you removed from your seats, especially when you show up to court, Tammy, and verbatim say to the judge that I must want you to put your hands on me. I mean, I don't know what public official does that. So that needs to be addressed. And so that's all I came in for. The shenanigans are over with. I'll be seeing a lot of people in federal court. Thanks for participating.
Thank you.
How everybody doing today?
Trina is very professional. She's always been professional. What she says on her channel is what she says on her channel. She is a very professional person, and Trina, she's a brilliant person. She knows what she's talking about. She does her research. Trina is very professional. And can you hear my mother in the background?
All right.
And so I have some concerns about the village of Dolton. I just want to make sure that we're in the village of Dolton in Cook County in the state of Illinois, and that this isn't some kind of foreign country that's a monarchy. I want to make sure that. I want people to be more transparent in this government and let the residents know that it was a $4 million loan taken out for water meters by Riley Rogers, and we got to pay it back over the course of 25 years off water revenue. So how accurate do you think your water bill going to be? They haven't been transparent in telling you guys that they gave him sole control of that money either. Does anybody have any water meters outside of their house? Yeah. Did you pay for it? No. Okay, that's about 3 people. That's not $4 million worth, but thank you. Nextly, I want to know why the clerk's office doesn't have proper minutes and agendas up for meetings. For the entire year of 2022 and 2023, there are no minutes. There are also no minutes for the year 2021. There's a clerk and a deputy clerk. I would like those minutes posted for the record. Lastly, we do have a right to video record employees or anybody in official capacity working for the village of Dolton. So those lies need to be stopped. And when I'm filming, I don't expect anybody to approach my vehicle. And I don't expect the village vehicle to be left running in the street. This is not Mayberry. Somebody come around the corner and hit it. And speaking of which, the drag racing. Every weekend, all night long, up and down Sibley, it sounds like NASCAR. Is anybody going to do anything about the drag racing? Nobody got nothing to say up here? Okay. See you at election time. Thank you. Thank you for nothing. Good evening.
Good evening.
I want to talk to you guys about something really important, about the rights of citizens and residents. My family fought for this country from the American Revolution to World War II, Vietnam, Desert Storm. So I want to know why certain officials here feel like they can tread on me. You cannot tread on me. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, you will never stop me. If I see something wrong, I'm going to say something. Period. It's not stalking when you caught at the bar next door after walking out on the people. That's called stupidity on the people part who in there. Because I didn't even know that trustees were supposed to get together and congregate. But you was congregated right next door after you walked out on the people. Yep. Right? Yep. Yes, you did. Because I got the video. Mm-hmm. So the debauchery, it really needs to stop. Because you got the right one. I promise you do. So your friends and everybody that you got, you just tell me the part where it's harassment. When I say to a pastor, pray for me, this the trustee that attacked the senior. Just like you wanted to attack me for saying it. If I see it, I'ma say something. Take me to court, and I'ma take you to court. Now, you have me in civil court. Where you going? And you won't be sitting in that seat when you found guilty of doing what you're doing. And clerk, I'm not missing you because your stamp was not available when it came down to someone you affiliated with. But when it came down to stamping charges or COLs for the mayor and everyone else, your stamp was ready and wet. But then it wasn't available. That's not what you do in your office. So I'm gonna make sure you know what exactly your office details as well. So you won't keep continuing leading the deputy clerk down the wrong path.
That part.
Have I reached 3 minutes yet? Pray for me. It's a trustee that attacked the senior. Pray for me. It's a trustee that attacked the senior. Pray for me. It's a trustee that attacked the senior. Is anybody dead yet? Anybody stalked? Anybody hurt? Anybody harassed? Because I still got the video of when you did, in fact, attack the senior at tea with the trustee for having her phone out, executing her rights, just like it was my right to speak on it. Because you know I wasn't speaking to you when I asked the pastor to pray for me. You know I wouldn't ask the devil to pray for me. Now, amen to that. That's my 3. See you in court. Don't miss this day, because I know you got the day. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So, I want to talk to everybody about plantation politics. I don't want to have to fight for civil rights in this town of Black leadership. That's something I shouldn't have to go through. When I go to the water department, don't call the police on me unless it's warranted. I'm coming to discuss my bill that had 0 consumption and no current reading for what you billed me for. I was sitting there quiet. It's no reason to call the police. I just had this officer ask me, what we gonna go up there and talk about? I'm come up here and talk about you now. Because I have freedom of speech. I can say what I want about Tammy Brown. He said, I can talk about Tammy Brown? I absolutely can. I will not have my civil, federal rights violated. I have freedom of speech. I can talk about whoever I want at this podium. That's in leadership that I'm addressing. I'm tired of the plantation politics. Anybody who continues to violate my rights will be dealt with accordingly. Okay? And Steve, you should go. Tammy Brown, you should go. You did not do anything as far as the water itself. Help the man out in the club. Make sure that your boy's water bill was paid. When you were a trustee sitting up here, sitting in the front row, make sure he got what he needed, right? And Steve, you aided and abetted everyone not having due process in this town. Just having their water cut off. You said, pay attention. It's on the bill. It requires a separate shut-off notice, but you're okay with that. Mismanaged melodies. A lot of people need to go, and we shouldn't recycle politicians. Recycle your water bottles, recycle cans. Do not recycle politicians. They leave Dolton and they go to other places like Thornton and things like that. If they're no good, leave them out. I'm done with plantation politics. I'm not a slave. You won't treat me as a slave. And as you being other Black people, it's absolutely preposterous that you would attempt to do that. It's people that's locked out of this public meeting. It's a veteran locked outside that fought for this country. Does he have court order that he can't come in, and police threats, anything over here that he can't come in?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was so busy listening to Trina. I got a couple more for you though. Sorry.
So do not respond. And then afterwards, you guys can see any of the department heads with any concern that you have. Okay.
Public comment. I am so tired
Can you speak in that mic? Fix that mic.
of having my rights violated as a resident in Dolton, Illinois. Your police officers took my sign from me. There is no law that says I cannot have a sign, right? What ordinance is it that I can't have a sign in here? Is there an ordinance that you can't bring signage into a meeting? So my rights was violated once again. And I watched as others disrupted this whole room and nothing be done. But you always find your way to single out Miss Downs. Like your trustee, Brown, who tried to get an order of protection because I did what? I told the pastor to pray for me because you attacked a senior. You did, in fact, attack a senior. You did attack a senior, and I have the video of you attacking the senior. Point blank, period. We have the right to have our phone, just like you said, it's a breach of peace when I have my phone. I have the legal right to have my phone, my body cam, whatever I want on at all times. If it's uncomfortable for you, I suggest you stay out of public view with that. But you will not sully my name. You will not constantly impede on my rights. And please know that you will be working for me. Because if you think my time is free, you're highly mistaken. Highly mistaken. Your name is Sully Soil. Understand that. That bar is still filthy with debris everywhere. Someone got their head blown off there. That's the same place that had a $4,000 water bill and you changed the name of the person. Corrupt Trustee Brown. You gotta go. Yesterday. What have you done for the people since you've been here 4 years? Nothing. Nothing. What events? What have you done for the people? Absolutely nothing. Brittany, I'm not going to deal with you either. I saw you change the fees for inspections and it hadn't even hit the agenda. You're incompetent. And I'm not having it with my tax dollars. Point blank, period. I'm not going to deal with this anger that you guys portray to the whole community because now I'm angry. What plans do you have for monkey?
I'm sorry, Trina. Oh dear, Cynthia. Tornado sirens. Where Cynthia? Let me get on my phone. Hey, Potato, how are you? Good to see you. You caught that too, huh, Douglas? Homeland Security on that guy's jacket. I'm worried about Cynthia right now. Hopefully, Cynthia, you'll keep us updated. And please hit the like. Hey, Spag. Let me get my phone. Oh. Sorry, I usually don't keep my phone with me when I'm on a live because it gets very irritating. Let me find out. Oh, yeah. Tornado warning. These conditions are expected to last until 6 p.m. Let me see the... Ooh, you got a hell of a storm coming. You've got one hell of a storm coming. Well, you're probably getting blasted with rain right now. Ah, potatoes lurking at work. How you doing, Spag? I'm not sure. It's heading east, northeast. Looks like a straight line, which is dangerous, of course. Straight line thunderstorms, they're dangerous. I don't see any rotation, but the sirens are going off in Dolton and elsewhere. Cynthia doesn't live in Dolton, so don't try to look her up. So, yeah, looks like a bad storm. You must be getting hit right now. Hey, Berg. Oh, let me take Trina off here so I can read that. It's pitch black. Couple hours. Yeah. It looks like a straight line storm, which is, bad. I'm watching it on my screen right now. Oh, yeah. I don't know what that means. Is what I watched for that. Oh, Ryan Hall. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm watching it right on my phone. Everybody let us know if you're doing okay. Keep us updated during this. If you would, I'd appreciate it. Oh, dear. Well, hopefully it'll dissipate by the time it reaches you, Tracy. I hope. Okay. Let us all know, you guys, how you're doing. Keep us up to date.
Pops. What's your emergency plan if the Ukraine has that nuclear blow up? What's your plan? You don't have one because you all are incompetent. 3 minutes. See you in court. Period.
Next. Okay, y'all want to hear from the people, but y'all want to vote and not pay. No, y'all can discuss it. You are going to discuss it. The people will speak first, and then you can discuss it. It's not citizens' address. Come on up. It's not citizens. Is she on the board list? Come on. It's not about the
I should be on the warrant list.
Come on.
Why am I not on the warrant list?
Go ahead. You have to get any services with us, ma'am?
Yes, you guys should be, I should be on the warrant list to receive my money back that the village stole from me and over the water. But everybody has so much to say about it, so I'm representing myself. You guys know I'm representing myself. And so why am I not on the warrant list? Elizabeth Scott was on the warrant list. She's done nothing. She wasn't owed anything. She doesn't get severance for being the village administrator. But she had a $7,000 check on the warrant list. Where's my money? Where's this single mom's money? Where's my name on the warrant list, you guys?
I don't know. The mayor was the trustee at the time.
Oh, you're the trustee now.
It was before me.
What are these trustees?
Yes, he said no. Right, and he won't do nothing.
Oh, okay.
All right.
No.
Come on up.
Mama Love, good to see you. We're checking out the tornado warning. That's in Dolton right now. Okay. Supposed to hit 5:20 9. So it's a warning. So there's a tornado on the ground. If it's a warning. So we are praying. Severe thunderstorms capable of producing a tornado were located along the line extending from Homewood to Steiger. Is that how you pronounce it? To near Beecher, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. Hazard, tornado. Radar indicates rotation. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. These dangerous storms will be near Dyer, Highland, Sauk Village, Riverdale, Ford Heights, Crete, East Chicago, Griffith, South St. John, and Lansing around 5:35 p.m. Gary around 5:40. Take action immediately. Oh, Trina, you're going live.
Amazon truck down the street. The
Where's
tornado
Trina?
siren's not going off now, but the news
We're gonna
said that the
tap into Trina.
tornado watch was coming through Harvey.
We're gonna tap into Trina.
That's the siren.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's the tornado siren, guys. People out driving.
Be careful, Tracy. Dang.
They should be stopping. They should be going straight to shelter.
Yeah.
I need to charge my phone because I don't know how much battery I'm going to have left. We close everything up. Oh, that lightning. Woo! Let me charge my phone while I
That's
can.
okay, Berg. Berg, do you hear the sirens going off? Oh, there it is right there. You got it on TV.
East at 40 miles per hour, Lake Village, in areas in and around the Lowell, south of Lowell, and north of Beaver. Time to get you a safe spot with 2 areas of spin on the Doppler radar. Back to you.
And I do want to talk about the severe thunderstorm warning that is currently in effect for Will and Cook County. That does include Chicago. The wind's moving 60.
They don't give a damn about Dolton.
So with this one,
Yeah.
possible tag here outside of our studios, we are looking at this, guys. Really dark, heavy rainfall, wind-driven rain.
I'm going to preserve my battery, you guys.
Midway, Calumet City, Chicago Heights. This one heavy tornado possible tag. So
Calumet City, Chicago Heights.
you need to see
What about Dolton?
safe place immediately, because as we've been noticing with this line of storms moving through, the rotation just pops up so quickly. That's what we just noticed happening in Kankakee County, prompting that tornado warning. So I don't want anyone to
You see that lightning strike?
know that they need to seek their shelter immediately. You need to right now if you're in Chicago.
Okay, the Amazon driver pulled over. They should go in the church.
The rotation potentially pop up.
They tried to go on, they pulled off to go to Sibley. Sibley just look like it's at a standstill. Maybe it's the light.
20 minutes. That is for Southern Cook County, portions of Lake County in Indiana, as well as Will County. I want to look at velocity to see if I see any more rotation. It looks like over St. John, as well as Hammond, dealing with some pretty strong winds at the moment. And as we go down closer into Kankakee, Albert, are you seeing any areas of rotation under concern in Kankakee County? Anything new getting updated from that one?
Yeah, so moving away from immense right now, that's what we're looking at, the best area of spin with this thunderstorm moving off towards the east, about to make its way into the county line between Newton County and also Lake County in northwest Indiana. That's kind of the worst of where this thunderstorm is right now. Also want to give you an update for the city of Chicago. Both the Midway and O'Hare ground stops have ended now that the worst of the weather has moved away from the city of Chicago. So I'm going to head back to the wall control room and we can take my weather computer and we'll do a reset here. There's the live perspective. The reason why we are interrupting the CBS Evening News is that we have active tornado warnings right now, rotating thunderstorm moving into Lake County and Newton County. We also have a rotating thunderstorm in Kankakee County. All this activity moving off towards the east right now. The worst of the weather in Chicago is happening right now. So let's work this line of thunderstorms from
Who is Tyler?
up here in Lake County. We haven't forgotten about you, Lake County, McHenry County. You've had rumbles of thunder, some gusty.
Where isn't it a storm?
Non-severe. We're going to keep an eye on
The damn storm encompassing the whole state or what?
winds, and there's nothing on the Dolton winds display that's screaming. We got a tornado warning coming. This is all just gusty winds.
Okay, well, get back to us where we do.
Chicago. We got moderate rainfall, but then you move down towards the South Loop, guaranteed rainfield. We got some really heavy rain right now, right along with Dan Ryan. There is no spin with this activity, but heavy rainfall right in the middle of rush hour, and also some areas of small hail possible, probably the size of pennies. We'll work our way southward into Cook County from Woodlawn to Pullman. Right now, it's just heavy areas of rainfall. Again, as you get towards I-90, moving into northwest Indiana, it's just rainfall for you. And this is the thunderstorm that has really caused for about the last 45 minutes. Areas of spin just to the south of Hammond and not too far from Dyer. We have a little bit of areas of rain and hail moving closer into northwest Indiana. There's a look at Griffiths. So there's a look at Doppler winds. This looks to be the strongest rotation that we have, at least for this particular thunderstorm, to the south of I-94, to the south of Hammond. And we were talking about the heavy rainfall pushing across the South Loop. That's a look at the view from the Willis, looking southward, and you can see the heavy rain is moving in right now. So this is why we have that active tornado warning for Newton County, moving out of southern Cook County, moving into Lake County as well, areas of spin, well to the north of St. John.
What the fuck is areas of spin? This ain't no skateboard contest. Do you see a tornado or not? Is it spinning or not? Do you see a tornado? Areas of spin.
If we can flip boxes.
If I could flip it.
You can't see the map in this little box here, but if you want to take me full right now and then put me in the big one and the live camera, the low one, that would be amazing. Thank you. So there's a look at Moments. There's a look at Grant Park. We're talking about.
It looked like it's subsiding.
Grant Park here in the city of Chicago, and this is where we have the area spin, and that's about to move into northwest Indiana. So this is the county line, Lake County and Newton County. There's Lake Village. There's Schneider, and we have rotating winds headed your direction. So Lake Village, Schneider, right along Highway 41. Got to get to the safe spot right now. We have a potential tornado developing right now with that particular thunderstorm that's racing off towards the east, right at about 55 miles per hour. So two areas of spin on the radar right now. One is in Flint County, the other one is in Kankakee County, and both are going to be impacting northwest Indiana in a big way. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll load some of our camera views, and we'll
okay, it looked like Dolton may be good.
Sure.
So I'm going to get back to conscious.
So actually starting to let up a little bit in the loop, so we'd love to see that. That's the view from.
Well, we're talking about you. We had you up on live, Trina. Thank you for that coverage. Dear Lord. My, oh my. Well, we're going to talk about Dolton, but we didn't expect it to be like that, right? Jeez. So it looks like it's subsiding for the residents. Yeah, you used to have a Dolton newspaper. Sky is falling makes you so you're doing okay too, Cynthia? Yeah. It's only 59 in Dolton. That's what my phone says. Well, yes, we love you. Hey, Tracy. Whoops. Yeah, we showed it here. And Trina's getting back to conscious. Okay, good. Cynthia's okay. It's been crazy all day. And this for Tiffany Roof and Window. Oh, yeah, the window and roof program. Yeah, it is crazy weather all over the place. All over the place. Oh, is that what you use, Carefree? All right. All right, Chief Collins. Chief Collins' name has come up a few times lately, and I'm not quite sure why. So I wanted to play the first time he got fired. Well, maybe not fired, but forcibly resigned. Here we go.
I'd like to mention the some of you were there. The renaming of Chicago Road to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive happened last week. We're one of the communities that have named a street after Dr. Martin Luther King. All the signs haven't been placed yet. Signs at Sibley and Chicago Road is going to be placed by the Department of Transportation. I'm just going to say that some people, along with our former chief, along with some former trustees, along with a current trustee, decided to do a press conference this week in regards to some people being terminated and the resignation of the chief that that was incorrect. The chief resigned, and it's unfortunate that he was not truthful about me forcing him to resign. That's why I had two witnesses in the room when he tendered his resignation. Over the 2.5 weeks prior to the chief turning his resignation, he came in and he said, "Mayor, I got a personal question to ask you." Okay. He said, "Am I going to get terminated?" I said, "That hasn't been decided." And we discussed some things which I have discussed with him before, prior to him tendering his resignation, about the crime that was going on in the village. We had 5 to 6 officers retire and or resign within the last couple of years. Deputy Chief Mobley can verify this. I told him to hire at least 5 officers. The village attorney said we did not need authority of the board because they were replacement officers. They were already in the budget. It never happened. Our crime increased. And it's just one thing to talk a good game, but the crime stats did not reveal the same. So to orchestrate, and there's also some other serious issues that are in the coffers, and to orchestrate a press conference that was not truthful, and to try to bring discredit to this village, if you will. I gave him and them a little bit more credit than that. If you didn't feel that the footsteps were upon you, a man of that caliber, he wouldn't have tendered his resignation. But every time there's a crime here, and I get letters, and I get complaints, Mayor, they're still shooting over here at my house, and I pass it off to the proper people who are supposed to take care of it, and it still continue to happen, we have to make a change. And that person knows whether or not they're getting the job done. So we're going to move this village forward, and there's going to be some casualties. And that's what happens. There's a price to pay. And when it comes on my table, it's going to go downhill to whoever's responsible for it. We need to start holding people accountable, because everybody expects to hold me accountable. And that's all I got to say. Citizens address, 3 minutes, please.
Mayor, that chief is not gonna get on national TV and lie on you like that. He's not. The other people you let go is not.
Trustee,
they're not gonna do that.
it's
Nobody's
citizens
gonna jeopardize
address.
their integrity.
Citizens
to
address.
do that. That man is a Marine. They represent
it's citizens address.
integrity, Mayor.
It's citizens address.
So I'm just saying he's not gonna get on TV and do that, knowing it's gonna
I'm
be
just gonna say
investigated.
right
And then
now.
you study talking about crime. We had crime and he's
Trustee,
gone, right?
Trustee, you out of order right now. You out of order right now.
Church burned down.
You
Like,
out of-
come on,
you
tell
out of order.
the residents what it
You
really
out of
is.
order right now.
But you're
Miss-
not saying.
Safe travels, potato. Sorry, I got popcorn. Hold on. Safe travels, potato. So who's on this board? Henyard, Holmes, Tammy Brown, Ed Steve, Jason House, and Deborah Denton. That's who's on this board. As this forced resignation. Bones, how are you? As this forced resignation occurred.
Ms. Hicks, I'm just going to advise you right now, you're not going to be able to speak tonight. You are not going to speak. You're going to be removed from this village. You're going to be removed. You're going to be removed.
Is he corrupted?
You're going to be removed.
He
Chief,
does. That's
Chief,
why they did the press
handle
conference.
your business, Chief.
On the news,
Handle your business, Chief.
you let water departments go.
Handle your business.
Other people's water.
Yep.
I pay state tax.
Remove her from the building.
This man is a joke.
Remove her from the building. Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, so you say that you're going to start having people held responsible.
So we already watched Trina on this one. Yeah, Barney Fife. So we heard why, because crime was still up, and he forcibly resigned. So Henyard is defending him. So yeah, the FBI is going through Tiffany Henyard and Kamal's bank accounts. Which of Tiffany's goofies? Carefree. Which one? Or how many? How many of them? So Henyard's defending Collins and hires him back, right? But then this happens. And I've got a little something extra with Clerk Key in here too.
He had, which was January 26th. When I say that the clerk all filed and all voted for the tax levy for $15 million, and you did not send that in. You sent in for $11 million and not the $15 million that the board voted for here. But this is what all we saw. It was myself, it was everybody here, but they only turned in the tax levy for $11 million, shorting us by $4 million. And this is what I'm talking about when they go do secret squirrel meetings without the entire body and we don't know about it.
No,
and we
Tracy,
find out about it
this is
later.
one.
And then they sit here and they come and say, well, you know, we short and we got to try to fix this and fix that. Yeah, but you the ones that fault. So then, moving forward, they said the email trail. You think I'm messing around with what I'm telling you?
Donaby!
An email trail. Hold on. Don't worry, y'all will see it. But you
All right,
just listen.
calm down, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen right now.
Calm down, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, if you want to see it, you got to calm down. Okay, you got to let her talk.
They sent a email screen of all of this. Don't worry about it. You know I'm real good at making
Ma'am,
videos.
in a minute,
You will get a video. You will get a video from me. Know that. So anyway, if you just listen so you get the facts. So close your ears then. All right, so okay, so on Homewood, so they asked right here in this message, and they said, hey guys, we need to find a way to pay Homewood because it's got to do with our trash. So that's what the problem is right now, currently. Right now, we have to find a way to pay $4 million for trash because the board did not put it in the budget. It has to go in the budget, guys. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you. But this the mess that's on my desk based off of people trying to keep up chaos and confusion, point fingers, and they the one that created it all. So I'm just showing you the facts so that you'll know what to do with it later. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to post it. I'm going to send a video out. I'm going to snapshot it. I'm going to put it in a magazine for you. I'm going to give you every way to understand it so you can understand that your village is in jeopardy because of people's hatred for your mayor. People got to like sometimes just stop with the mess and come and take care of the business so we can move forward and grow our village. Because at the end of the day, when I came in here, we cleared up a lot of things. We cleaned up a lot of things.
Quiet down, please.
And with that being said, I'm just happy to say that we're doing great. I'm going to basically address everybody at conversation with the mayor. You will hear about finances because they said they didn't have the finances. Then they said they do have the finances. Which one is it? If you don't got the finances, how you guys claiming it's a $7 million deficit? Come on, man. And you can't have your cake and eat it too. Y'all got to pick and choose what it is. You either get the facts or you don't get the facts. So I am sending all this to you through email, and you will have it available for you. Until then, the last thing that I would like to show on here is, do you have the lawsuit? And this one he put up on the screen. We have enough time to do this. It is on the agenda as well. So this lawsuit is from our ex-police chief, Robert Collins. So the same stuff that everybody always say. That's why I tell you, don't judge people. Wait till facts come out. Everybody jump ship, say this, say that, accuse people, and you wait till facts come out. You get the information, and you'll know what it is. So in this lawsuit, let me find it so I can read it to you. That's a David Graham. The other one, I'm gonna send it to you. Don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about that.
Ma'am, you're going to have to calm down. You're going to have to wait. Okay, you're disrupting the meeting, ma'am.
If we go in the okay, so yeah, I don't see it. But on that lawsuit, it says, and I quote, Robert Collins versus, thank you, you highlighted, thank you, Jesus. David Graham, plaintiff, versus the Village of Dolton, ex-police chief, Robert Collins. He's being sued for retaliation, whistleblowing, and it said other things in this lawsuit. The whole lawsuit you can FOIA, and I will make sure I send you that as well.
Wait a minute. How can you be sued for whistleblowing? Isn't that what she just said? Hold on. Let me play it back so I can make sure.
Thank you. You highlighted. Thank you, Jesus. David Graham, plaintiff, versus the Village of Dolton, ex-police chief, Robert Collins. He's being sued for retaliation, whistleblowing, and it said other things in this lawsuit.
She did say you can't sue somebody for whistleblowing. Can you? No. So this is a lawsuit against Collins? I thought this was a lawsuit from Collins against Dolton. How do you sue for whistleblowing? You can't.
The whole lawsuit you can FOIA, and I will make sure I send you that as well. So when things happen in a community, and that's our ex-police chief, but no one talks about things that's going on. They just be quiet about that, but they get y'all all riled up on nonsense, but not the real stuff. So that is something that we will entertain this evening. That is up for a settlement because that's one of our police officers that's claiming that Robert Collins did these things, and now we have to settle that lawsuit with that individual. It is on the agenda. If you got the agenda already, you'll see it in the caption on letter C, I believe.
Hey, Carletta, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah. I think everybody agrees with you.
So that is it, what I have this evening, and I know I spoke about the veto. Okay, would attorney want to elaborate a little more on the veto?
Thank you, Mayor. Madam Clerk, the mayor stated for the record that she was vetoing the appointment of Lori Lightfoot as additional counsel and the approval of the retainer agreement. For brevity, she's not going to read the entire veto message. I have a copy marked as Exhibit A. If you could attach it to the minutes as if fully set forth verbatim. Thank you.
Okay, so as you heard the lawyer, I am vetoing everything they did at their secret squirrel meeting, including Lori Lightfoot.
Yep,
as a mayor, all mayors know status quo, and all mayors know how this works. She was once a mayor, just like I am. You don't come to someone's house and not talk to them about whatever you feel.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like, Wyoming gal. It sounds like the officer is suing. This is very, very weird. Oh, did you? I'm sorry, I read it wrong. I'm sorry. Thank you. Where's my 30,000?
You need to talk about, and not only that, it's veto power. So how dare you think you could come in someone's town and start working or doing something, even though we sent something stating it's illegal. We cited the code and everything in here, and she will not be paid for services. I know we talked about that, but I want to say this last sentence at the bottom of this veto. I am vetoing these two resolutions because the trustees have again exceeded their authority, and by appointing Lightfoot as special investigator. The trustees have violated the village code, the Illinois Municipal Code, and the Open Meeting Act. There is a right way to do things, and this is just not it. So
how does hiring Lightfoot an Open Meeting Act, a violation of Open Meetings Act? No, she doesn't know what she's talking about, Wyoming. That's why we're all confused at the end of the day after listening to Tiffany Henyard. Yeah, he knows Carefree. Yeah, he's the earner. Yeah, she's not making sense.
So that's at the end of it, but in the beginning of it all, it explains exactly how it works with appointment. For those that don't understand how government works and who has the sole power is... Can I finish? Thank you so much. If you don't understand how it works, and again, I'm going to educate you.
I don't know, because we can't get the warrant lists. Yeah, no warrant lists are being produced. So I don't know. Yeah, she just makes up stuff as she goes along, and stupid is as stupid does.
If
ladies and gentlemen, quiet now, please.
The president is the only one that gets to appoint, for those that don't understand how it works. Mayor Lightfoot knows this. They rinky-dink attorney knows this, and so do they. So all I'm saying to you is that once people keep on coming and they put on this little media frenzy for what? It's basically media theater. That's all it is. It's a show. We are clickbait for those that's on the outside looking in. So all I'm saying to you guys is appointment power is solely that of the mayors and only the mayors. I am the one that appoints the board as it relates to my cabinet up here, and then also the attorneys. Last but not least, I would like to say,
your cabinet? No, you're not the president of the United States. God, this woman has drove me nuts for a year. I swear. Yeah, Kamal. He's just misery loves company.
Another lie. I appreciate everything you have done for our village. I love the fact that you have been with us since day one and you have never ever gave up on us. I like the fact that you have won every case against that dude right there that's been trying to take our money. So I appreciate that. And that's the thing that I know that people don't like to give credit when credit's due. You have won every case and you made sure the village has been victorious throughout it all. And I just love you for sticking with.
No, the village has not been victorious through it all. And it's so confusing when she talks. She's all over the place. Thank God she lost.
So thank you so much for that, because people don't want to give you your flowers and your credit when you do. And for those that don't know, he is called a super lawyer, just like your super mayor. How about that? He's going to super jail, just like the super mayor. So that would end my report as it relates to.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have to quiet down. Lieutenant, please gain order.
Okay, y'all. Okay, so if you guys go to
you will be escorted out.
Exit,
you have to calm down now.
All right, next on the agenda is village clerk's report.
Good evening, everyone.
Okay, here comes Allison Keaton. Please hit the like button. There's 50 people in here. Thank you.
So now that you just heard all the fake news, when we talk about fake news, I would like Attorney McGrath to talk to you about the true facts of the tax levy. The clerk doesn't do anything unless it goes through the board and the legal department. I don't just sign names on paperwork until it has been completed fully. So Attorney McGrath, if you would like to go to the mic back there, or you can come into my mic, whatever, and you can speak.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. You are correct. As far as the tax levy, there is a proposed tax levy by the mayor. It was not moved forward by the mayor, the administrator, or the board. It sat out there. There was no tax levy. If no tax levy is filed with the county is set to miss out on, it was about $14 million. So the board called a proper special meeting, passed the tax levy in the proper amount, same as last year with no 4.9 increase. And there will be no increase in the tax property bills as far as the village's portion of the tax property bill.
That's not true.
Thank you true, but very much, Attorney McGrath.
Y'all send it out.
Now I would like to actually give the village clerk's report. Now, each month, the village clerk submit minutes to go on the agenda. Each month, my minutes are not placed on the agenda to be approved by the Board of Trustees. Last week, I submitted 4 sets of minutes for 4 meetings that we recently had, March 21st, April 1st, and then 2 on April 8th. Why my minutes are not being put on this agenda to be approved, I do not understand.
I don't understand why the minutes are not being put on the website, and I don't understand why the agenda is not being put on the website. But before she finishes, because I'm going to bring something up, before she finishes her statement, because, did I catch her in a lie? Didn't I catch her in a lie? Can you see that okay? Is that the right one? Oh, no, that's software. Anyways, I do have the receipt that she was reimbursed, okay, for time, and I'll have to find that. Sorry. Go ahead.
I don't have them with me, or I will, and I don't want to take up this meeting. But this board is a Board of Trustees meeting, right? The board don't get to put anything on the meeting agenda, and neither do I. The agenda was removed from my office so that the mayor can control the agenda. That's why no one up here can put anything on this agenda but her. This is not the Tiffany Henyard meeting. This is the Board of Trustees meeting. So she should not be the only person who can place things on this agenda. You want to
right.
sit here
Ma'am, calm
and
down.
put us down for doing our job. We don't have to put up a fake video. We don't have to go out here and pretend we're doing this and that. We do everything from our heart. And you know what? We spend money out of our pocket. We don't send receipts to the village of Dolton, because if we did, we wouldn't get reimbursed. Everything we do, we pay for it ourselves.
Okay, so I can't pull up the receipt, but she was just reimbursed approximately $4,000. So I'm kind of confused about that statement right there. And I have showed that receipt, but she was reimbursed.
So to sit up in here and constantly be belittled, this is not how you conduct business. We should not be national news. Dolton wasn't even known until she became the mayor. And it's not for anything great. We should not have this much media sitting in this room right now. So if we want to talk,
I'm not talking to this stuff. I'm listening to the meeting. I'm not leaving. I live here. I live here. Yeah.
you can't touch her.
Commander Harris, Commander Riley, Commander Riley. Okay, okay, all right. Officer Ruffin, assist them. Okay.
Who the hell is yelling? Hi, Ruth. Oh, cold winds, snow. Well, it is still March. Yes, get those solar lanterns. They're great. And also you can get solar chargers. They're excellent. They're excellent. I use a lot of those. Hey, T. Alston. Yeah, I'm going to do a little bit about Flint, as a matter of fact. So thanks for being here. And I'm sorry, I thought I had that receipt all arranged, and I didn't.
Commander, Inspector, she has to be removed. Okay.
Okay, listen.
Okay. Calm down. Calm down. Okay. Ma'am.
Okay, guys. Okay. Just so everybody understand the rules. When you guys are being out of order, listen, you want the rules or you don't? You can't have it your way. You got to listen to what I'm saying. So when somebody's out of order, they are removed from that. We have an ordinance that says you cannot be disorderly in a board meeting. We have an ordinance that says that. So if it say that, then that means if someone say you have to be removed, and that's why they end up removing you out of the meeting if you're being disorderly. So to let you know how it goes. So if he said he give you another chance, you can sit there, that's fine. But I'm just telling you the rules. But them the rules. So next time you have to go. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you what it is.
Okay, so
okay. All right,
so let
on.
me finish.
Moving on.
Quiet, please, ma'am. Any more outbursts, you will be removed.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Show your statement or whatever you got.
Any more outbursts, you will be removed.
So I'm going to finish, guys. So you just mentioned that we have to follow the ordinances of the village, and you don't follow any of them. So let's talk about who's following ordinances. You do not follow them. So, I mean, I would respect that everyone would, but they're not being followed by her as well. And I can go through a whole laundry list of them, but I won't today. So when people get up here and try to downplay us and ridicule us and slander us, you know, I have to speak up because I'm normally here. I try to be quiet, but I'm not going to let anyone sit here and lie on me and lie on this board. You know, this is just uncalled for. So I'm done with my report because I can't give a report because they won't put my information on the agenda.
Okay, thank you. Next, you guys.
Okay. And you're welcome, Elston. I hope I'm saying your name right. Because I want to go. Let's go to Flint before we go to Harvey. Let's go to Flint. Because I've been looking into Flint for you. And Flint City, too. I don't see them on here. But this is the 21-22 budget spending, okay? And I know it's tiny. I know it's tiny. But can you all see the red in there? Now, I want to look into their finances for sure. And yes, Flint is a lot worse than Dolton. Now, here you see the general fund is minus $12,987. $12,987,906. Let me see if I can. There you go. There, you can see it better there. There you go. Yeah, the Flint is way crazier than Dolton. And I was looking this up. This is 2021 and 22. But this is crazy. Look at all the red. Here you've got, what is it? $4,734,590. General fund. Okay. In April, they bumped up. Probably got taxes in. Okay. But this is crazy. You can see all the red. Look at all the red. And yes, they do need Doge. T. Elston. This is craziness. And they had a huge fight the last time. How can drug law enforcement fund be in the negative? Drug law enforcement and how can that be in the negative? You know, you get the drugs and the weapons and the cash, right? And drug busts. So over $1 billion has come in. The water's still not fixed. Mayor is launder. Oh, yeah, that's what I hear. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. And I got to go through all the tapes. But we are getting into Flint. Okay. This is, how do you, drug enforcement. They get drugs, they get weapons, and they get money. How can you be in a deficit? That's insane. And the general fund is just astronomical. Parking deck bonds. Does that sound familiar to anybody? Bonds. This is craziness. All this red. What you need you need a sea of red coming in to investigate, right? Oh, you're very welcome. And we are going to get into that pretty heavily. But I did want to cover this. And you popped up, so I wanted to get it on here even faster. It's nuts the way they're spending money. It's not your money. Oh, John. How are you, John? You sent me a video. I haven't checked my email yet. Misappropriation. Appropriation. Drug law enforcement fund. Yes, Flint is very corrupt. It is beyond belief. You thought Dolton was bad? No. But nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about Harvey, Calumet City, Flint, Michigan. Thank you very much, T. Alston. I appreciate you. And like I said, we are looking into that. And don't forget, Friday with John Pate, we are going to go over a lot of things, including bonds. John is an expert. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But Flint is an absolute disaster. It's an absolute disaster. And the board and the mayor are totally incompetent. And so is the lawyer. Yeah. John, I forgot what time is it. Can you put it in the chat? What time on Friday? Douglas, stop swearing in the chat. I always have to delete it. Stop it. Yeah, put it in the chat. What time Friday is it? It's 5 Central, is it? Yeah. Yeah, Flint. I'm gonna spend the entire weekend going over Flint, Michigan. 7 p.m. Central. That would be 8 p.m. Eastern. My gosh. Okay, Douglas, everything's okay. It is poor city management. And it is a national epidemic. These are 12, you might as well say $13 million in the red for general fund. Thank you, Douglas. You have a wrench. But yes, I will be going. I got a lot of information, and if you have more information, Elston, let me put my what is it called, an email in the chat. Where's French Wrench tonight? Let me know. Oh, that's wonderful. If you can email them to me, I'd appreciate that. That's my email. I think it's correct in the chat. Please do that. And this weekend, I'm going to be combing over Flint, Michigan and putting it on the channel. Bonds are bad. Yeah, bonds are bad. And John's going to go over that. 7 p.m. Central. Wyoming, that would be what time where you're at. I know you're 3 hours away from me. You're on the other. Oh, excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. It is incompetence at its finest in Flint. It's horrible. It is. I think it's 10 times worse than Dolton myself. You're very welcome, Tracy. Hey, Scott, how are you? How did LLC, qualified that bonds were good? What metrics and references were used? If bonds were good, why is there $113 million in debt? Exactly. That's true. Yeah. It's good to see you, Scott. Okay. Thank you. 5 p.m. Pacific time. I really appreciate it, Elston. Flint city limits is usually in here as well, but I don't see him either. Yeah, you have to pay interest on bonds. Bonds are bad for residents, for taxpayers. Taxpayers have to pay the bonds. If you were in a fit financial situation, you wouldn't have to put out bonds. You wouldn't have to get them. and they have to pay so much in interest because they're at junk status with their credit. That's just a fact, right? Sorry, I needed a drink of water. All right. Yeah, Flint. I'll be spending the weekend with Flint. Okay. Now I want to go to Ryan's Gate, Chicago, for Harvey. A lot of everything. Yeah, I love everything. Trust me. Yes. Bonds are bad. A city shouldn't have to take out bonds, especially 4 of them, on top of owing the city of Chicago their water bill. And Flint is still having trouble with their water. Remember what happened with Flint and their water? And I was aghast when Lightfoot had that water cooler thing that said, I got this water from Flint, Michigan. And she never took a drink from that bottle, I don't think. So that's Flint, Michigan. Can you imagine what it is today? All right. Let's go to Ryan's Gate, Chicago for Harvey. The tater tots are done, Douglas? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Ryan.
Yeah, so technically loan funding, but they call it principal forgiveness. So ultimately, as long as you check all the boxes, that's what I'm very good at, then the money, well, the principal will be forgiven at starting closeout.
What is the city eligible for?
So that's the what I was talking about, the nomination forms. We're essentially applying for way more than we think that IDA is going to be able to give us, because we have obviously a lot of municipalities and applying. Last year, the intended use plans said that they were about $3 million. So generally, our best guess is that they're going to do what they did again. So we're hoping and we're estimating it'll be about 7 million, or sorry, 3 million. It might be either 2.7 or 3.3. Ideally on higher. We'll know that on June 10th, June 15th.
One more thing.
Yeah.
Will those be based off of our credit?
No.
Any other questions? Good. Hearing at some point in time, because this is just public hearing, so at some point in time, there will be some things that we will have to approve later on. But excuse me, but this is a part of the process. So I'd like to thank you, gentlemen. I think when I say I'm excited about what's happening is because this relationship will build up, but it's been so fantastic thus far, and it's glad. I'm so glad that you guys are partnering not only with us but other municipalities in the South and throughout the region. And the work that you do is absolutely fantastic. It gives us an opportunity to do some of the things that we probably would not have been able to do on our own. So you are an extreme blessing to the city, and so we are so grateful for that.
Thank you. Happy to help.
So if there is nothing else that will go to order, the chair will entertain a motion to adjourn. For what? Motion seconded by the third. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Those opposed? Hearing none, the ayes have it. We are adjourned at 6:24 p.m. Thank you, everyone. Have a great week.
I'm sorry. I forgot to put my link up there. I'm sorry. Ryan is running for school board. Please vote Ryan in. But he gets dragged out of a school board meeting. A school board. I believe this is a school board meeting.
You're calling it right. This is illegal. You cannot do this. This is a public meeting, sir.
Welcome to Dixmoor, Illinois. This was me this past Thursday as I was at a public meeting at one of the schools, and apparently the superintendent ordered me to be removed because he didn't want me at the meeting, which I had a right to be at. The police did not charge me with anything, even though they threw me in a jail cell for 20 minutes. So imagine if I'm treated this way as a public resident, how are some of these parents' children being treated in District 147 in Dixmoor? More to come. And I just thought they're trying to throw me out, and I just told them that you requested me, which I thought they probably would. So that is not correct, and that is not legal.
Okay.
Yeah, that is not legal, and you're on video right now.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, so a parent invited him to come there. But my question is, and I'm sorry I was muted. My question is, why the hell everybody pays school taxes? You pay school taxes. You are allowed to attend school meetings. So why the hell was he dragged out like that? This is something I do not understand. Yeah, power hungry people. And hey, so it's good to see you. Yeah. Yeah, power hungry people. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. You know what? I don't understand my phone whatsoever. I am supposed to be on automatic pay, and every month it says we're having an issue with your payment. I don't understand it whatsoever. Stupid company. So he gets dragged out. But everybody pays school taxes. Whether you rent or you own, you pay school taxes. So let's get into this a little bit. Let me go a little bit further into it because this is really boring. This woman. It doesn't make any sense. All right, here it comes.
After this, I'm covering the public meeting.
I can't talk to you right now.
Well, I'm covering the public meeting right now. Would you like to say anything?
Yeah, I would. So my name is Detective Thomas, right? Dixmoor Police Department. This is a parent meeting, and I was just informed by the superintendent that you're not allowed to be here.
Right, and that's not right though, because I was requested by district parents. This is one of the district parents who's my neighbor. I also live here.
Okay, that's fine. He's the actual parent though. Okay.
And I'm a taxpayer. I have a right to be here.
He's allowed to be there. So, okay, so what we'll do is we'll talk about this out here. Okay.
No, I'm gonna stay right here.
So what I'm telling you is
no, sir.
Someone get your phones out right now, everybody. You get your phones out, right? This is illegal. You cannot do this. This is a public meeting, sir. Get your phones out, please, and take this. I'm going to sue you. You're violating my rights. You are violating my rights and being hard on me.
Make sure I have that unmuted. This is a school meeting. And yeah, Tracy, it doesn't matter if you have kids or not. You still pay taxes. It doesn't matter if you rent or own and you pay your taxes. You still pay school taxes. So you can be in there. Look at the way they manhandled him. Damn.
Get your phones out and cover this now. You are violating my
Oh, did he? Good. Oh, he was at 11. Yeah. He took him to jail.
¿Vamos o nos quedamos?
They take him to jail because he was filming. He wasn't filming. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And let me get up his campaign. Where is he at? There he is. He's out campaigning.
Bears fan here. We got some bear stuff.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, hey. Lawrence, Mrs. Flo. Hey, guys.
Yeah.
How are you?
Well, that was more.
Well, I'll just leave a card for them.
Well, they don't like Ryan because
look at that. Like
he tells the
3/4
truth.
moon. So pretty out today. Very lovely. Very lovely. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. My name is Ryan. I'm running for school board. My name is Ryan. Are you okay with English? Hablo un poquito de español, no demasiado. Me llamo Ryan. Me postulo para el distrito 152. So, quiero saber dónde está el dinero en primero, porque hay muchos problemas en el distrito con el dinero y no la how would you say, like transparency. No es fácil ver cómo las cosas are like how things are done. So yeah, I don't know. ¿Tienes niños en homes o
No.
in homes? No. Oh, okay.
No tengo yo. Ya están grandes.
Oh, okay. Si puedes votar por mí, I would be very grateful. That would be excelente.
Ya está bien.
But yeah. So what's your name?
Isidro.
What is it?
Isidro.
Isidro? Okay, nice to meet you. Encantado. Me llamo Ryan. So yeah, if you can just, vota por mí, and then if you know of anybody else who is who's in 152, we just want to make sure, seguridad de los niños y how do you say, like con dinero,
Yeah,
otherwise they waste
Ryan
a lot
never
of
does
it.
anything for the money. He just wants what's right with all
Okay,
the
gracias, muchas gracias. Adios. With my limited Spanish here, but see, I try to do a little bit. I can do a little bit. Don't be too harsh on me, but I do what I can. If nothing else, at least my name sticks out, right? It's different than most other names. Hey, Carlita. Yeah, I'm not gonna be out too long today because I got started kind of late. But I said, I might as well pass out a few things. I don't know how accurate this is. I don't know if anyone's still watching or not. I feel like Facebook is so slow. Oh, somebody opened the door. Okay. But yes, I am. I'm by Holmes School at the moment. At least the one nice thing. Oh, cool. This one's so cool. Look at You know, doing the historical society, I love all this old stuff. Look at that. Looks like, I think it's the original bell. That's really cool. Hey, Elizabeth. But yeah, I think I picked a decent time. I've gotten a few people home already. So that's cool.
Yeah, that's right, Ruth. And
And
Ryan,
luckily, you know, a nice block like this makes it easier because all the houses are close together. And hola, all the houses are close together, and they're all occupied. You know, some of our blocks are quite decimated, unfortunately, which is another reason why I want people to vote for me and to come to meetings and to speak up, because we don't get as much tax revenue for our schools as we should, because okay, I'm going to put that. Actually, no, you know, I can just lay it right here, put it on their bench. Since we have so many dilapidated properties, you know, we have to really watch every penny, because our district relies a lot on federal revenue. So that is a big issue for me, and
I'm gonna have to
you know,
look
you
that
want to
up,
make
Tracy.
sure that our schools are getting run correctly, they're spending the money well, because that's a huge thing when you're trying to sell your house, or if you're trying to get insurance on your house. You know, how your property values and how your community is perceived. So much of that is affected by the schools. So you know, we have to look at our test scores, which are not the best, and then we also have to look at funding, where all that money is going, right?
Yeah, where is all?
Hello, hola.
These schools are tons
These
of
houses
money.
are so 60s era, though. It's great. Hi, hola. Hi. My name's Ryan. I'm just running for 152, which is the school board. So early voting starts March 17th. Last day to vote is April 1st. So I would appreciate your vote. My number one goal is to just make sure that they're actually spending money how they're supposed to, because they in the past, the district has tended to waste a lot. I don't know if you remember hearing about the chicken wing scandal.
No.
Yeah, that's where
we did.
This was only a few years ago. Someone stole $1.5 million worth of chicken wings from the school district using your tax money.
Oh,
Trina remembers that.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I heard about it.
Trina, I think, didn't Trina cover that? So Ryan is running for the school board, Harvey 152. I hope he gets in. I really hope he gets in. He's a stand-up guy. He is always going to all of the meetings, not just, you know, in Harvey. He goes to Calumet City. He goes all over the Southland. He goes to Thornton Township. He goes to the school board meetings. You just saw him getting dragged out, right? Because what? He had a camera. You know, it's yeah, that's what it was. I know Trina covered it, and you can catch it on her channel. Oh, let me put Trina's. Let me play this, and I'll get Trina's link.
So that's just one example of many. But you know, again, we want to make sure the money's going to the kids. We want to make sure we know where the money's going, and we want to make sure that, you know, the children are being put first and not, you know, silly things. So I would appreciate your vote. My name's Ryan. I also do the Harvey Historical Society, and then I recently just started a Spanish-speaking page for Harvey called Unidos por Harvey. Unidos por Harvey. So I don't know if you do Facebook, but that's on Facebook too.
It's on Facebook? I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I know Hilda, who lives on the next street. You know, I do know some people here. I don't know if you know, like Liz Fonseca, that just opened up the little like health shop on Halstead, 15734 Halstead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he always does.
I think. Well, I don't know if she's in 152, but you know, I do know some people over here. So, but yeah, I would appreciate your vote.
You say Unidos for Harvey?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Okay, thank
All right,
you.
thank you.
What's your name?
I'm Gabriel.
Oh, Gabriel. Ryan.
Nice to meet you,
Nathan
Ryan.
Kyle. Nice to meet
All
you.
right,
Okay, see you. Oh, that's great. So we had another person answering. Now, how do I get the link?
So please vote. If you're in Harvey, vote for Ryan on that school board. He is everywhere. And yes, it was $1 million in chicken wings. And Trina Down has explained that. So, just listen to Trina. We love Trina. Absolutely love Trina Downs. She's smart. She knows exactly what she's talking about. Sometimes you don't appreciate the language, but the message always gets out, right? She said she was hood, but I don't believe it for a second. I love Trina. Yeah, it's true. So that was Dolton and Harvey and Flint. So this weekend, I do have information. I'm going to be going over it, and Elston is going to be sending me a lot of FOIA stuff, which I really appreciate. I know Flint City. Gosh, I'm so sorry. I can't remember your full name. There goes a 4x4 going up the road. A lot of corruption. A lot of corruption. Everywhere. In the Southland and Flint, Michigan, and a whole bunch of other places like Chicago, right? She certainly is. And, don't tell Trina to go home. That's just something you don't do. And when Trina is going off, don't call Trina, okay? just a little hint. But yeah, it's ridiculous the amount of money that's spent. I just can't believe it. But anyways, that's the show for today, and I really appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, and we will catch you on the next one. Don't forget, 7 p.m. Central Time, John Pate and I will be on, and we'll be discussing a whole lot of things. And I appreciate all your questions coming in. Don't forget, if you have questions to ask John, email me the questions or put it in the link below, or put it in the comments below. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you so much. Okay, bye-bye.